Hey YouTube, it's Jeray Malay back with another review of Love and Hip Hop Miami, y'all. So before I get into this review, I want to take a moment to make sure you guys are commenting, liking, and subscribing. I also want you guys to share if you enjoy this content. If you guys watch the show, you know somebody who watches the show, then send them this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. And also, if you're not doing so already, make sure you guys are following my Instagram pages. I follow back, so follow me. I have hella good content there as well. So I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. Let's get into this review. But before we do that, y'all, let's get into how I'm giving y'all some Keisha K. Ortiz right about now. Like, get into it, bitch. Let's get it. Okay, so they jump right into it. Love and Hip Hop Miami is not playing no games. We don't need no warm-ups. They jumping right in where they left off at. So Shay and Pleasure P meet up at like a remote location. It was a cute scenery. Shay was doing way too much. She just always does too much for me anyway. She's like, why don't you didn't defend me, and if it was Scrappy he would have defended me, and all this shit. Like, girl, she's just so trash. I don't know why she keep referring back to Scrappy. Maybe it's just for viewers to remember and link her to the last show on Atlanta. It's just whack as hell. Pleasure B, he's really sensible. He seems like a really sensible guy. He's like, listen, I can't have you here disrespecting my people. Like, you know, if you want to come and support, that's fine. But bitch, you doing too much. And she got her leg all up. Like, she's just looking a mess. Like, but can you please? And she's just crying. She's a crying mess. Pleasure P's like, look, if we're going to do it, then you need to just chill out because you're doing way too much. And I agree. Pleasure P, he seems like he needs to be with somebody more on his wavelength, because she's old, but she is very much like, her mental state is just trash. So the new cast member name is Prince, the party promoter. And then when I thought about it, like, party promoters make sense for Love and Hip Hop because, one, they're involved in the music industry, so they're gonna be like rubbing elbows with like a lot of celebrities. And it's mad like young party promoters out here that's making money. You know what I'm saying? Like, these party promoters be living that lifestyle. So Prince is a cute guy. He's handsome, typical Miami party promoter, I would imagine. He's like, I'm the hottest in the city, and they call me the Prince of Miami or the Prince of the party or some shit. He's just like, I'm the baddest in the city, but they just hating on a young Prince. I thought that was cute because old heads do be hating on young people when they got a little wave and it seems like it comes easy for them. So like, the older generation of people who come in and they feel like they had to earn their stripes and shit like that, they be hating on the young people. So I do agree with that. He does seem a little teeny weeny bit arrogant, but who is it nowadays? And he has like this fake rival with a DJ named Pooch. She's a woman. She's Shay's friend, but she hasn't been introduced yet. We'll get into her later. Like I said, they're still introducing the cast. Another cast member, her name is Veronica Vega. If you remember in my last video, in the scene where like Amara did her performance, it was a whole bunch of girls there. She's like my diverse group of friends. She was a part of the diverse group of friends. Veronica, she's a Latina artist. She does Latin trap music. And she seems cute. I like her personality. She has this certain like brashness about her. Like, yeah, I don't really give a fuck or some shit she was saying. I'm like, oh, okay, Veronica, like, look at your attitude, girl. She was, you know, doing a photo shoot. You know, I've been in the Latin music career for so amount of time. I want to do this. I want to do that. She just did her whole little introduction. It's another girl on there. I forgot her name. Steph LaCour. Never heard of her. She's apparently signed to DJ Khaled. She's interesting. She has an interesting look. So Amara comes in and Amara's telling the girls, Steph LaCour and Veronica Vega, about her experience with DJ Hollywood. She's like, oh, he just called me ugly. He said my skin is too dark, my afro's too big, and I've been dealing with this all of my life. And she just totally makes it about herself. I'm like, girl, you're there for Veronica's photo shoot. But, you know, I'm kind of hoping that Amara is not going to be on this whole colorism thing the whole time. You understand what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's starting to seem a little like bandwagony. I know I need to get another word, but that's what I got for y'all right now. And Trina introduces her cousin, Joy. I'm like, how many of Trina's cousins is gonna be on Love and Hip Hop? Like, damn, they all got a little deal on that shit. Like, Trina got the one cousin, Bobby Lights, the other cousin, Joy, the other cousin who does this, the other cousin in production. Like, damn, can I be your cousin Trina? But I ain't even mad because, you know, if she eat, her whole family eat, you know, shout out to the hustle. I get it, you know what I mean? That's commendable, but, you know, her cousin Joy apparently was married to Trick Daddy for years, and then apparently she just up and left because I guess she was just unhappy. Come on, girl. Don't do it to me, girl. She was just like, you know, I just left. I was there for 4 years and I just up and left. So Trick Daddy and her had been separated for about 4 or 5 years and she hadn't seen him. So Trina was doing a show with her and Trick. They performing No Nad, another episode. They were doing a little performance. Like, she's like, I haven't seen him in so long. And it's just going to be weird. I'm going to be on one side of the club and then he's going to be on the other side of the club. Like, it can't be that weird if you left 4 or 5 years ago. Shit. But Trina's like, you know, you need to let it go, blah, blah, blah. Joy is cute. She's beautiful. I'm surprised that that's his wife. The way that Trick Daddy was dragging black women, I'm surprised that that's what his wife looks like. But I digress. Cousin Joy is like, oh, you know, we've been together for 4 or 5 years, but when you love somebody, it never really goes away. I'm looking at her like, bruh, what are you talking about? If you love somebody, you fall out of love, the shit goes away, my nigga. You just ain't clean the shit up like how you were supposed to. That's why you're still having these residual feelings, because I'm quite certain I loved somebody before and don't love them now. They have another scene of Amara, and it's just her and her mom. Her mom is watching her old quinceañera videos or some shit like this, her old pageant videos. And Amara, you know, she's pretty much just saying she's always been a cute girl. She's always been sassy, and she's always had those boundaries or those limitations because of the way that she looked and how she was perceived. And she just starts crying. She's like, Mommy, I don't want you working in the kitchen. I'm like, the kitchen? Bitch, are we in the 60s? Why is your mom still working in the kitchen? Like, what the fuck? I couldn't believe it. But whatever. It's like, I just want us to have a big house and I want you to have maids and I just want to have everything for you, Mommy. I'm so sorry. It's cute. She really wants the crossover. We get it. Like, you're crossing over. We get it. So we finally see Gunplay in the episode. He hasn't really been in there like a lot. Amara's like taking up all the showtime, I feel like. But Gunplay just meets up with Tip Drill and her other friend Strawberry. And he's like, well, you know, we want to do music together. I'm trying to solidify my sound here in Miami. And what better way to do it than with Miami Tip? Gunplay, you do know that you're signed to a huge major record label, MMG. Why the fuck are you? Anyway, they ain't talking nothing about no music at no bowling alley. This is what kills me. They were at shooting pool or something like that. How are y'all talking about music and y'all supposed to be shooting pool? Shouldn't y'all be meeting in the studio somewhere with a damn notebook and a pencil and a paper in your hand trying to come up with a lyric? Y'all in the bowling alley. She's like, you got a girl, but she ain't got it like this, and she bends all over and does all this, you know, regular stripper shit. Like, you know, not even regular stripper shit, just regular female shit. So then the next scene, Gunplay is talking to his girl Kiara, talking about I was chilling with Tip and she came on to me. And then this is why I don't even understand why Gunplay would even say that to his woman. You already know that you've been with her and you're still dealing with her and you don't want your girl to know. Why would you run back to her and tell her that she was trying to push up on you? It's all mad like, oh, this is why I didn't want to come to Miami because these bitches, da 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 da, they don't know how to act. It's too much temptation. Kiara, like, what are you even saying, girl? Miami, Canada, North Carolina, Wyoming. It's temptations everywhere. And everywhere you go, it's going to be a female like Miami Tip. No matter where you're at, it's about who you're with. Know that. So, Racerback Shay and her friend Pooch, they working out. She's just so annoying. She's just not cute and annoying. They're talking about, yeah, some young boy named Prince and he's trying to take my throne. And Shay's like, can't nobody take your throne, girl. Girl, worry about your own throne. Secure what is your throne? And then, like, what is up with her hair? Shay, what's up with your hair, girl? There's no way my little YouTube ass, fucking tutorial ass hair is cuter than that shit. Like, come on, with the little thing in the back, that burgundy shit. I mean, the idea of the style is cute, don't get me wrong. Like, I can go for a cute little mushroom, cute little curl, but sis, So Mr. Hollywood is having a function, and Veronica Vega and Stephanie LaCour is there. Oh, they're there. They're like, oh, Mr. Hollywood, I heard that you had some things to say about my girl, blase, blase. You need to apologize to her. He's like, oh, the only way that I can apologize to her is if you go out with me. So Veronica, she's like smitten a little bit. She's like, like, oh, well, the attention's off her now. It's on to me. Whatever, I'll take it. So she's like, they're like, well, you said something about her afro, I mean, her whole look, whatever that thing is on top of her head. Like, bruh, whatever the thing is on top of her head, how offensive is that? And these girls are sitting here that are supposed to be her friends and just sitting there just like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever the fuck you say. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, the thing on top of her head, nigga, what about the thing on the side of your face, that big ass nose that you have, bruh? Like, sitting there like trying to, you know, even give him conversation. I feel like if you're really a friend and you offended my friend on some problematic racist shit that you're saying, I have nothing to say to you. I'm not doing anything. So Veronica raises a glass. She's like, oh, don't touch me. You can't touch me, not unless I tell you to. Flirt with him. It was almost like she already knew she was going to fuck with him before it even happened. She's like, oh, let's raise a toast or some shit like this. But if you're really her friend, you wouldn't be toasting with this man who's still saying something about the way that she looks. You wouldn't be toasting with him, period. So Shay, after her talk with Pooch, I guess she want to call herself making a meal, making amends with Pleasure P, child. She got her orange wig. She's in the McDonald's spirit. She's sauteing some steamable broccoli florets for this nigga. And he has the nerve to not show up. I'm like, oh, they showing Pleasure P. He goes in. He's in the scene with a whole nother chick, Gabby. So she's a native from Jamaica. She's a beautiful girl. And she seems like mild-mannered. She seemed like she knew what she was talking about. And they had a, you know, tumultuous breakup, but they seemed like they had a good relationship. And she seems like she's here to stay and she's here to play. So we'll see how that works out. Pleasure P is already coming with the bullshit. I thought he seemed sensible, but a bitch like Shay, I see why he's having dinner with this nice young lady named Gabby. Gabby, you better go ahead and get your man. So Kiara is friends with somebody named Chinese Nikki. I'm assuming that the reason she has to have Chinese in her moniker is because she once looked Asian. I don't know what the fuck she looks like now, but when you have to say I'm Chinese Nikki, you pretty much know that you don't look Chinese anymore, sis. And they're talking. She's like, oh, you gotta check her. So they go to wherever Tip was, and she had on some little feather thing. She was doing a hosting. I really wish she didn't have that thing on her head, because Tip, I like her hair, her confessional. That shit is cute, girl. Whoever your stylist is, they doing that, honey. But that little thing she had on her head, they come there, she's like, why was you trying to talk to my man, or whatever the case may be. And she's like, girl, we fucked before. What you talking about? She's like, oh, y'all did. Oh, y'all did. And she's like, oh, well, had I known you look like that, I would have had you on the table with me. So Kiara turns her big, huge ass around like, oh, what you saying? You want to deal with me too? And Tip like, And I don't like females like that, because she probably fake as hell. When they left her and Scarberry probably was talking about it, like, girl, push that bitch, please. Now I'm really going to fuck your man, or whatever the case may be. So she just ate it up like, you want to deal with me too? Like, I'm so over it. I don't like how that's playing out. This episode was kind of like lackluster. It started off with a bang, but it kind of just drifted off. Like, I want to see some solid storylines happening here, not all this fake, oh, I'm trying to deal with your man, oh, but I want to deal with you too, oh, but now we're all gonna have a threesome type of tease. I'm not here for that. The episode just ended with Joy and Trick Daddy. Girl, Trick Daddy, what is up with your neck? What is up with this bloating and inflation that you have within your skin, within yourself? What's up with that? And Joy just sitting there, she's beautiful. She's like, I just don't understand how do we did like this? And he just walked away. Dawn was there. I'm like, damn, they just took bits and pieces from every franchise and created Love and Hip Hop Miami. I was not expecting Dawn to be there. Like, she didn't even have to be there to open up the door. This episode has been a little whack to me. I don't really know what y'all feel like. Tell me what y'all think. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And guess I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.